Welcome! In this video, we'll cover events, leagues, and outings within Club Caddy. This is a high-level overview of the event module to prepare you for your one-on-one training with an implementation specialist. We'll walk through the types of events using event light versus full events, along with event settings, venues, floor plans, the event calendar, banquets, outings, leagues, activities, and online events. All event types live under the Events module. Event Lite lets you set up a basic event, take deposits, charge items to the event, create invoices, and record final payments. Full events add floor plans, venue management, and room blocks, timelines, banquet event orders, event tracking, and more. In your one-on-one training, we'll review the pros and cons so you can choose what fits your course. Here are the event types. The Banquet Manager handles anything not tied to the T-sheet, weddings, receptions, and banquets. However, Golf Outing Manager includes everything in Banquet Manager, plus the ability to block the T-sheet. Golf League Manager also blocks the T-sheet and creates recurring leagues in the system. For example, set a Tuesday league, block front and back every Tuesday, build a roster, and take deposits. Activity Manager is similar, but books the activities module, like simulators or lessons and so on. Instead of blocking the T-sheet, it blocks the activities sheet. Event Lite creates a basic event, takes a deposit, charges items, generates an invoice and final payment, and displays everything on the calendar. Event Full adds Venue Manager, detailed timelines, BEOs, event tracking, and other advanced tools. Will help you decide what best fits your facility. Let's set up a basic event in Banquet Manager. Click Add New Event, enter the event name, for example, Wingate Wedding. Choose the date, October the 25th, set the time from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., and pick a status, proposed or confirmed. You can add the customer, event type, and a preliminary guest count. You can also set item level service fees and tax, or mark items tax exempt. That's all you need to create the event. Click Save. Now, when you reopen the event, you will see that you have access to the top tabs to run it. To take a deposit, go to Payments and click Payment Link without details. This opens a URL where the customer can pay a deposit. Here is what this looks like to your customer. Save $500 and enter card details. They can also tokenize their card for future payments. If the guest is paying in person, you can click Make Deposit to open the register and take the $500 right there. We will expand on this, but the Menu tab is where you can add menus and add-ons to charge food and beverages to the event. The same items can be added from the register and charged to the event. Both routes work the same. When everything is ready, go to the Payments tab to email or download the invoice. Before diving into full events, let's review the event settings you'll want to complete. Click the gear icon, then Event Settings. Choose the default department for your banquet menu. For example, Food and Beverage, Banquet. The Service Types tab groups charges on the invoice or BEO into sections, giving a clean summary, such as food, drink, and miscellaneous. These can be customized for banquets or golf outings. Next, Configure Instructions. Your preset instruction templates for the full event module. For example, a ceremony setup with a number of chairs, rows, a runner, an arch, flowers, and so on. These make it easy to add consistent details later and to preset the necessary information for your team to enter. Next, go to Venue Center to create locations and their venues. For example, under Clubhouse, create banquet room, bar, and patio. You can create the preset default setup and teardown times so bookings don't overlap. These configurations appear in Venue Manager, where you'll see the locations and rooms you can book for events. You can also build floor plan templates. Create a new plan, say Wedding 120, drag in the elements on the side, and save. Add tables and elements, copy and paste as needed with Control-C and Control-P, and create templates for different counts or layouts, such as registration setups. These templates are then available inside the event. Now let's open an existing event to show how full events work. In venues, add the locations and rooms you want to book. You'll see each venue with setup and teardown times and any attached instructions. Then open the event timeline. Here, you can create separate timelines for the event's various stages. This is what prints on the BEO bridal suite access, ceremony setup, cocktail reception, cake cutting, and more. After building the timeline, add your preset instructions. For example, attach your ceremony setup template and complete the fields: chair count, rows, runner, arch, and so on. A check mark indicates it's connected to the BEO. You can also link timeline items to venues. For example, attach bridal suite access to bridal suite and ceremony to Waterfall Oaks. Save to keep the timeline tied to specific rooms. In floor plan, select the 120-person wedding ceremony template you created. Adjust as needed, then save. You can print this and attach it to the BEO for approval. Next, we'll dive into menus and add-ons. This is where you add individual items to the event. These items pull from the register, so you'll pre-build them there. I'll jump into add-ons and show you one item as an example. Here are the add-ons I've selected: liquor premium, hors d'oeuvres, and plated options. And here are the remarks. As mentioned in the food and beverage training, this is where you can preset all of your event remarks. Within Club Caddy, I'll show you how to set those in just a moment. You can quickly add items. For example, here's the prime rib with horseradish. It shows where it was sold from. If any event remarks apply, they appear here, and you can edit them as needed. This is also where you add the service type. If this is a food charge, select that. If you want to tie it to a specific timeline item, assign it to reception or cake cutting, or any other item you need. Once you click Add to Sheets, it automatically adds to the sheet and will appear on the BEO accordingly. The Instruction tab allows you to add instructions and includes general notes such as terms and conditions, cancellation policy, or a deposit schedule. Anything you want printed on the BEO. The Payments tab shows deposits and transactions and lets you download invoices. The Event Notes tab is for communication tracking and also prints at the bottom of the BEO. Other practical uses for this could include terms, cancellations, or notable changes, such as a guest count changing from 120 to 110. The Event Ledger tab lists all charges and payments, deposits, register charges, and event charges, and is where you can post adjustments. The Event Tracking tab lets you attribute additional sales by selecting terminals. Your staff will be prompted the day of the event to tie the purchase to this event by adding those terminal locations so you can see the full revenue, like merchandise or additional food and beverage, beyond the contract, as well as the overall revenue this event brought to your club. Under the function sheet, you can download the BEO. This is the full event, and the BEO includes primary contacts, the event timeline with venues, attached instructions, items sold, setup instructions, and pricing. At the bottom, you'll see miscellaneous notes, event notes, and a summary of charges grouped by your service types: food, drink, and miscellaneous. A signature line is available for customer approval. There's also an internal function sheet for back-of-house use, listing instructions, add-ons, room charges, and more for the kitchen and staff. Communication holds internal notes such as menu selections or updated player counts. The Attachments tab lets you store contracts and signed BEOs to keep all documentation in one place. The only difference between Banquet Manager and Golf Outing Manager is T-sheet integration. Outings can be tied to a course and will block the T-sheet when you hit save. You can also create golfers and assign fees while still using the same tools: menus, add-ons, instructions, notes, ledgers, and so on. In Golf League Manager, create a league like Wednesday Night League. Set start and end dates, league days and times, and rotations, front and back. The system blocks the T-sheet accordingly, including turn times if enabled. View the full schedule, set league fees, attach a roster, add instructions, and collect deposits, either individually or as a single tournament deposit. As players check in, you can track attendance here. Adjustments and ledgers work the same here as well. Leagues also support online registration. You can create a link here if you allow it and set a number of registers per player. This will enable them to sign up for the league roster and make prepaid deposits as part of that league manager option. Players join the roster automatically. Finally, as we talk about outings and activities, this is the same functionality as the Golf and Golf League Manager. Everything is tied to your activity module, like your likes, Sims, or TrackMan. It just lives within the Activities module versus your T-sheet. Finally, online events is a simple online registration and payment tool. It's not tied to events or to revenue categories. It just lists offerings on your website. For example, a Thanksgiving dinner pickup for $55. Add a banner image, set the capacity, the event date, the sign up, open, and close dates, and an event description. You can restrict visibility to specific groups, such as annual members, or leave it public for everyone to see. You can create multiple fee types, like dinner for 2 at $55, dinner for 6 at $145, and make it a multi-fee event so guests can choose online. That's the overview of the Events module. It's a robust system, and your implementation specialist will guide you one-on-one, helping you set up events, train your team, and import existing events and deposits. We're excited to help you get started with your event training.